All right, welcome to our third episode of Old Bit Gaming. It's been a wild ride so far. This is our 3-hour special.
God damn.
It's good. It's good.
I ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah, I know. So what have you been up to, man?
Man, just work, bro. Work and then doing the podcast on the side, it's a little tough, but I want to do it, So that's just how I've been. What about you, man? How you
Yeah,
been?
I know. I've been trying to get a hold of you. You've been like in a coma every day.
Yeah, this heat, man, this Texas heat, bro. No joke.
Yeah, I know. The sweet Texas heat.
Bro, it's like
uh,
as soon as the week
no,
comes to an end, you just want to pop open a brewski. And then
yeah,
they're
I
like,
get
"Hey, you want to work?" And I'm like, "Fuck."
you. Yeah, I've just been working too. I actually am taking my vacation, so I'm off today, which was nice, being off on a Friday.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is actually. I got to play a little bit of games for my day off. I was cleaning up most of the day, but yeah.
Go ahead and sponsor me, Ozarka.
Oh, by Ozarka.
Yeah.
Like this episode brought to you by Ozarka.
Ozarka.
No, but yeah, last time we were talking about our top fives, and we were saying that we were going to do a top five of every system. And I think we came up, for this episode that we would do a top five of Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a console every episode because we can't just throw it all in one episode.
Yeah. And see, I didn't have a Nintendo 64 growing up for the most part. My friend Eldian, shout out to Eldian again, he had given me his Nintendo 64, so I got to play a little bit of that and just playing at friends' houses because they always had Nintendo 64s, and it was always a mix of PS1 and 64 and whoever had that one. So I think for my top five, I'll probably go from 5 to 1. But my top five, I guess number 5 would be Mario Party. And see, Nintendo to me is always like a good party system, like to have friends over, and it even has the built-in 4 controller slots. I mean, it's like made for friends.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just I had a lot of great memories with Mario Party, and I still do to this very day. Like Mario Party is just fun
It's just a
to
party.
bring out. Yeah, it brings the party. So yeah, I'd do Mario Party. Just, I mean, it's hard to choose one of them because there's so many. I think there was 3. I think on the 64. I'm not too knowledgeable, but yeah, I think I would just have to go with number 1 for Mario Party 1 for my number 5, and then number 4 was Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. And that one is what kind of got me into Star Wars. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. Have you, Gabriel?
It sounds familiar. Can you
So it
refresh
was
my
it
memory?
was man, it's like it's been like ages since I've played it, but I think you play as like some kind of, I don't know if it's a bounty hunter or what. And man, it's like one of the first times I remember playing a Star Wars game ever. And I don't Yeah, I don't remember the plot or anything, but you interact with a bunch of different like places in Star Wars. And I remember there being a like really scary part where you're in a sewer and this like tentacle monster grabs you. But that's like really all I remember. And then there was like a train, maybe like a train shootout.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really remember liking it. And there was secrets and all kinds of cool stuff. You can use a blaster, but I don't think he was a Jedi. But yeah, I remember
Not a
loving that
blaster
one.
for you.
Yeah. And then 3, I would say, is Mario Kart. And Mario Kart to me is uh, like one of 2 games that I love on Nintendo for every console. I have to get Mario Kart. Really competitive in Mario Kart. And man, I had a lot of friends who had Mario Kart, and I would go over and play with them. Just the battle mode and racing each other. It's a lot harder than I remember. 'Cause now playing all these new ones, it seems like so easy because they have the like the Nintendo 64 games that you can play on the Switch now. I don't know if you know that. And I was playing Mario Kart 64 and I was getting my butt kicked. But yeah, I mean that one's a must-have for the 64, I believe. And then for number two, Mario 64, which is like just redefined 3D gaming, I believe.
Hmm.
That one, have you played that one?
Yeah,
Mario 64? What do you think of that one?
that one's. So I kind of played it a little bit later, like once I got older, on the what was it on the Switch, right? Remember when they had the
Yeah,
collection on there? That's when I got to play.
the
The
trilogy.
the one thing I remember, I played it a lot when I was younger on the 64, but I never like owned a 64 to where I could actually like play the game and beat it. But the
Yeah.
first thing I remember is that theme song is like dun 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 dun, dun when you walk into
Yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I love Dire Docks, the song from Dire Docks, the one where you're swimming with the big eel.
yeah,
That one.
yeah.
That one is a like a
Oh my
ghost.
god. That's our special guest.
Yeah, I know. You hear the glass break like Stone Cold.
Like you're about to fucking pass out.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is
Oh my god.
that?
That's a
I
clip.
know, I'm gonna have to find.
God damn, I already forgot what we are talking about.
No, I was
Almost
just talking
passed
about
out.
Mario
That's
64.
what happens when you're old.
Oh man, I know where's
Alright.
security at?
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, but Mario 64 was the first Nintendo 64 game I remember ever playing. Uncle Julian had a 64, and he just had I think he rented it, but I played the crap out of that. And
I'm still laughing about that. I'm sorry.
I know. No, you're good.
It's just funny how you look like you're.
Well, because
Yeah.
I thought I heard the doorknob jiggle, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god! All right. What are you saying, bro? My bad.
Hey, they know I'm recording and
Yeah.
they're messing with me. And then number one, oh my god, Super Smash Brothers. I love Smash Brothers,
God damn.
and that's
Hell yeah.
another one of of the two that I'm like super competitive at. Not that I'm any good, like I can beat my friends, but I'm not good enough to be in like a tournament or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I gotta have Smash and Mario Kart on every Nintendo console. I um I remember going to my friend Billy's friend's house and they were playing Smash Brothers on the GameCube, and that was the first time I ever saw Smash Brothers, and it was just really like cool looking, and they were having like a lot of fun. And I remember playing it and getting my butt kicked because they already all knew how to play. And later on, when me and Billy were hanging out, his girlfriend at the time had a 64 and Smash, and that's when we just got addicted to Smash Brothers. And for the longest time, like I didn't know who to main, and I just kept trying everybody out, and I finally like landed on Samus, and that's
Still
my
have
love
nightmares
for
about your
Metro.
Samus.
Yeah, my love for Metroid and Samus grew from that too, and I learned a lot about Nintendo history through Smash Brothers because they would let you collect trophies and give you little bios and all kinds of cool stuff from the games, and I learned a lot about Nintendo from Smash Brothers. But yeah, I'd have to say Smash Brothers is my number one, like gotta have on the 64.
That's a nice list, bro. It's a nice list.
I know, and I always feel like I make the most basic
No, no,
ass
no.
list, like.
Nah, they're great games. That's what they're known
But
for if you really think about it.
Well, let me tell you this too. I know a lot of people would get really mad because I don't have GoldenEye
Hmm.
and I don't have any of the Zeldas, which is like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. But
Well,
I just never played them that much. Like my friends would invite me to play the multiplayer on GoldenEye, and I would have fun with them, but I just always felt like it was an inside joke between them that I just didn't get. That's on my voice. I'm going through puberty. That I didn't get. And like with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, I never played Majora's to this day, and I think I tried the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, and I never got to finish it. But I mean, I know it's probably people are saying it's like a crime that I don't have any of those on my list, but yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
hopefully one day we get to play them though, cause like
well,
I I never got to play any Zelda games either, and it wasn't because I didn't want to play it. It's because at the time we just got whatever games we could get our hands on. Like we couldn't
yeah,
afford like games as much because they were expensive back then too.
yeah, you just didn't have the opportunity to play them,
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure,
it's not like if you go to your friends, you can only play for a little bit, and that's not enough to beat one of those kind of games.
for
So
sure.
you couldn't really experience it, but yeah, I mean, someday I know they're remaking Ocarina of Time, and then maybe one day we'll get Majora's Mask. But I have played other Zelda games, just not on the 64. But we'll get into that later.
For
But
sure.
what's your list?
All right, first of all, let me get to our sponsor right now, Viagra. Are you struggling
Yeah,
to get it down? Because I
I
know I
know
am. Nah, we ain't got no
that's the
Viagra.
Viagra
We
right there
ain't got
too.
no ain't got no Viagra sponsors yet.
Did you see my
Yet.
Viagra? Look,
you know. All right, so I have my top five, but I'm gonna be honest, they could be shuffled around. Also, but this is what I'm gonna go with for my top five. So,
yeah, I'd like to hear them, but I mean, at the end, maybe just tell me your favorite out of them all.
so as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'm missing some, but I'm just giving you my top five that comes off the dome right now. So at
Yeah.
number five, I got Mario Kart. Can't go
Hmm.
wrong with the good old Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All right, number four, Mario 64, because that was the one I got to play a lot. Like that, my cousins, like a lot of my cousins had that game to where I was able to play that one a lot.
Yeah.
Number three, Smash Bros. Y'all put me on that game. I ain't not gonna front on that. So
Yeah.
I always got my ass whooped, but I like the whole concept of the game. It's just like a big old brawl game. I ain't got to explain it. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So number two, GoldenEye. Boy, did I have some game nights with my cousins on GoldenEye. So that was basically Halo. What is it? The LAN games. That what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically our first LAN type game right there. Because we would have four players playing all on one screen. And when you got
That,
that golden gun, baby, you know it's
yeah.
game over. And that was basically like on Halo when you get the gravity hammer or the sword.
The sword. Yeah.
Exactly. So now that I think about it, I'm thinking about it. It kind of got off of it a little,
It
a little
was a big deal.
inspiration.
Yeah. It was a big deal. And that's what I was saying. The big W for 64 was that it had the four controller ports built in. So it was like all you had to do was bring a controller over. Like maybe whoever owned the system had maybe like one or two, but if your friends brought the others, I mean, if they were rich, they had all four. But if you just bring your own controller and there you are, you'll have a party. And my friends would play. I remember they would play slappers. Do you remember the slappers, where it's just they just slap each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they would play on GoldenEye a lot for fun. But yeah, GoldenEye. I never got to experience that.
It
I'm
was a
glad you did.
great story too. It had like a little great story to it.
Yeah, I think I played the first level. That was it. But I heard that. Yeah, it's really good. The music's the pause
Yeah, as I was
music.
say,
You know,
that's where I was going right
yeah,
now. When he looks at his watch and it pauses.
yeah, the pause music.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun. Yeah, that guy that makes those videos.
yeah,
All right, so back to my list and number one. All right, so when the 64 was popping and stuff, there was an anime that should be my number five on my top five anime because I forgot to mention the number five, and this is the number five. So it is Pokemon Stadium. When I was a kid, I was in love with Pokemon in general. I had a lot of Pokemon stuff.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Pokemon, the first movie came out, dude. I was like in love with that movie. It was just nothing but Pokemon stuff. The Pokemon cards that I had too. Imagine if we would have kept them, dude.
Yeah, I know, man. I gave y'all like a binder of all mine.
I know.
Not that I had anything like amazing, but
You know what's crazy is we had a good amount of them, and all of George's friends would steal them from us.
Yeah, it was like money. It was like gold
Yeah.
cardboard crack.
So yeah. Anyway, so Pokemon Stadium, man. It had obviously the battles on the game, and then it had
Yeah,
all those little fun games on the side.
the mini games.
Yeah. So that's just like one of the main things I remember playing with my brother and one of my cousins. Good times on that Pokemon Stadium. But that's my top five right there on the 64. And I'm sorry if I'm missing out any other great games. There was a lot of great games, but like I said, I didn't own a 64, so these are just all the
Yeah,
games
it's
I got to play.
exactly just what we could get our hands
Yeah.
on. But during the height of my Pokemania too, I had rented Pokemon Stadium. And I think like I want to say the big deal with it too is that you could import your saves from the Game Boy into Pokemon Stadium and fight with your Pokemon.
Hmm.
But if you didn't have a Game Boy, it would just give you like random Pokemon. But I would still play it, and I had a lot of fun with it too.
Oh yeah.
I remember renting it.
So I was gonna say this too. Since we mentioned our 64 top games, I'm just gonna throw out this other question out there too. So since we mentioned the Nintendo, what Nintendo console, handheld, or whatever did you say you played the most out of Nintendo? For me, I would say the Game Boy Advance SP. I That was one of my Christmas gifts, and my friends all had Game Boy Advance SPs at the time and everything. So like I got to like swap out so many games with that, and I played the heck out of this Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah,
Excuse
you
me.
had a lot of games for it.
Yeah, I still have my Game Boy Advance SP to this day. To this
Like
day.
that's actually yours from when you were younger.
Yeah, me and
I
George,
didn't know
we're
that.
kids.
That's
Literally
cool.
kids.
So I see, like, I was always a Sega kid and a PlayStation guy. So my first Nintendo console that I actually bought and owned was a Wii, and it came packed with Wii Sports, and we played the crap out of Wii Sports. And then later on, Smash Brothers Brawl came out, and then Mario Kart Wii. And I think I put so many hours into the Wii. And I was talking to my daughter about it, and I don't
You
think
have a daughter?
they've
Nah,
yeah,
I'm
well,
just kidding. I'm just joking.
yeah, my daughter from another
We're
father.
40. We're 40 years old. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You would think we're like little kids
um,
doing that.
but we were talking about how I just don't feel like they've made another console with as much love as they have since the Wii. Because the Wii had like every single menu had like amazing music.
Wee
Even the
wee wee.
store had amazing music. The concept of Mii's, like creating your own Mii, and then the motion controls, everything, just the games. I remember being able to. I had a bunch of retro games on there too. Smash Brothers Brawl, like when I brought that home from a midnight release. Remember we were talking about midnight
Yeah.
releases? And man, I had to go to bed the next day to go to work, but I stayed up till maybe like one still
There
just playing.
there was good memories on the Wii. I will give it that. That was probably like I would say the best console out of at the time.
Yeah. We gave you a lot of crap too because you had pre-ordered Donkey Kong and you got that banana pouch
My
for your
special
Wiimote.
banana pouch,
Your
man.
banana
If
pouch.
you know
Yeah.
about that, GameStop had a
Banana.
GameStop had a pre-order, right? To where it was my first time like pre-ordering a game. I was saving my lunch money. I was slinging rubber bands and everything just
Yeah.
to save money because at the time the games were still expensive. They were like $50, right? Brand new.
Yeah.
50
They were
year
still 50, 60.
$50. I was gonna say 50 years. $50 is a lot for a kid in middle school that doesn't have no job. So
Yeah. And what was the deal with the rubber bands?
so I was literally at the time in middle school, rubber bands were considered like weapons because people would
Yeah.
be shooting stuff and everything, like shooting people with them, and they would get pieces of towels and shoot people in the classroom. And shit. They were assholes in school. These people.
Yeah.
And so I had some like nerd friends that were like, "Hey, you got any rubber bands? I'll buy some from you." And I was selling them for like $2 for like four of them.
You had like a bundle deal.
Yeah, and I
I
was
imagine you like the Resident Evil 4 guy. You're like, what are you buying? What are you
exactly.
selling?
I'd be like, come in the locker room in the gym,
Yeah.
and then I'd be slinging my rubber bands, bro. And
Getting banned.
my grandma would be like, "Has anybody seen my rubber bands? They've been coming out missing. My packs of rubber bands." I'm sorry,
You guys
Grandma.
getting bans for selling bands?
Actually, since we mentioned something earlier, I'm gonna show us something. Hold on, give me a sec. Podcast exclusive. Keep them
I don't know what
entertaining
it
us.
is. Yeah, I don't, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Uh, oh, maybe I do.
Yeah, almost there.
It's the excitement is building.
I thought I had it over here. I guess not.
You lost it.
What a fail.
Oh my god. Sorry about that.
Well,
We
that
need
was a
one of
fail.
those technical difficulty
Yeah, that was a fail.
posters.
I was trying
Yeah.
to
What
show.
what was that?
I was trying to pull
The-
out the Game Boy Advance SP, but it's somewhere else.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess probably in a tote.
No, that's cool. I had I had been playing Symphony of the Night from Castlevania because my best friend had passed away recently, and that was one of his favorite games. And
Shout out Billy, man. Rest in peace.
yeah,
Good guy.
I'd never got to play Symphony of the Night before. I mean, I've had chances to play it, but I never played it. And that was one of his favorite games. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, for Billy, I'm gonna play it, and I've been enjoying it. It's really good. The music's great. The gameplay is good. Um, there's a little nickname that they give like games like that, which is Metroidvania, because they're kind of like in the same vein. Yeah, but
You
I,
know?
I know.
Bro, I keep
But I'm really,
expecting something to pop out your door in the
oh
back.
my god, yeah. But I'm really enjoying it a lot, and yeah, I'm doing that for him. But and then another reason that reminded me of it was because when he passed away, his brother had decided to give me his Nintendo console,
Mhm.
his original NES, and his just like stacks of games. So I'm really excited to get that working again because I haven't been able to get it to work. But as soon as I do, I got a whole library of NES games, and it had meant a lot to me because we would bond over games and movies, and just like me and you do.
Yeah,
So yeah, but I mean, hopefully we can get that going soon, and maybe when I can get everything together next time for the next podcast, I can show it on camera, like a few of the games and stuff that we got. But
for sure.
yeah, that's playing Symphony of the Night for Billy.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you got anything you want to talk about? What
Yeah,
games are like? What game are you playing right now?
as of right now, the only thing I'm playing is catch up on sleep.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm like,
you playing the sleepy game.
yeah, nah. I haven't got to really play nothing besides the Crimson Desert. Like I said, I'm like damn near 60 hours in that game, and I'm barely halfway, which is crazy.
You've been busy.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it, and I actually put a lot of hours into the game, and I'm like nowhere near beating that game. That's just how much that game has to it, which is crazy.
Those type of like open world games, yeah, they have a lot to do. I remember starting The Witcher 3 and just like the amount of things that you could do. I was like, I have no time for this game.
Jesse, my man, you forgot to remind me, bro.
What? Oh, no, I didn't know your mom was coming.
I completely forgot, dude. I forgot to tell her.
My mom was supposed to head over there because I was going to do that little PlayStation 2
Yeah.
transaction with you. And then I was like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna give you the money to give to Gabriel." And she was like, "Well, we didn't go after all." And I was like, "Oh, you didn't?" She goes, "No, Aunt Monica and Uncle George came over and said." And I was like, "Damn it!" Like I told Angelica too. She was sad. She wanted that PS2.
She's in her PS2 mode right now.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
well,
That's good. That's cool that somebody young actually wants to play something older.
she's all about retro, dude. Like she wants a VCR. She has VHS tapes. She wants a portable cassette player.
I wonder where
She's
she
like living
picked
in
that up from.
Yeah, no, she's like living in the 90s still, but
Maybe her
I think it's
dad.
cool.
Maybe her
It's
dad.
very, yeah, yeah, it's very retro.
No, that's cool.
But yeah, we'll have to do that in September because that's when I'm going to see you again, and we can make that exchange. Because I'd like to play Requiem. It looks really fun. I mean, I see like a lot of cool clips and like mods for it that look funny.
Hey, so when you come down here too, we're gonna record a podcast,
Yeah, we should.
but like together though, in the same room,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
and
no, I know,
everything.
I
So
know.
yeah, that'd be cool. And
I'm
hopefully
working
we could
on
get George. We gotta get George on one of the episodes,
yeah, I
bro.
know.
He's too
I'm
cool.
trying. My friend Thomas, he had some prior engagements because I forgot that it's 4th of July weekend, so he's got a lot of plans going on, but I'm definitely going to get him on the next show, and he's been listening to the episodes, the 2 episodes, and he likes them a lot. So he's excited to talk about some Nintendo news for us because he's our Nintendo correspondent. But yeah, he's excited to be on, and I'm excited to have him. He just couldn't make it this time.
Get it? 4th of July, everybody got their little plans. But
Dude, I'm already hearing firecrackers outside.
do you hear me at my house? It sounds like bazookas and shit out here,
Like gunshots.
bro. And 4th of July and New Year's in my neighborhood, it's like the cartels driving around here and everything. It's that bad.
Like, yeah, I believe it. He's
Yeah,
got a duck every time.
yeah. When I go outside, I'm like,
Just
yeah,
dodging.
no. All right, so I was gonna bring up something.
What's up?
I need you to watch this TV show.
Which
You
one?
have an idea what TV show I'm talking about?
Is it House of Dragons?
Yes, you already knew. House of
Yeah.
Dragons. So I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but a lot of people already read the books because the books obviously were out already. This is prequel,
Mhm.
so anybody could just watch it from there. You don't have to watch Game of Thrones to watch House of Dragons.
Yeah.
And season 3, yeah, started off with a bang, bro. Like Bang Bros. I don't know how to say
I believe it. You know,
that.
being on HBO, I believe it.
So, two of my favorite things, if you don't know me, are wolves and dragons.
Yeah.
And House of Dragons season 3 is nothing but dragon fights and introducing new dragons and everything. So that's why I think you'll like it. It's a lot of action and stuff. And it like
All right.
shows the Targaryen like the reason why shit was all corrupted before Daenerys came in and all that. Why there was no dragons and shit. You'll find out why.
All right. I'll have to give it a shot. It sounds interesting. I'm actually am kind of like in between shows right now because I had just finished Spider-Man Noir, which was really good. I liked it a lot.
Mm.
And before that, I had watched the Spawn series on HBO with Keith David. I think his name is. I believe his name is. That was a really good show. It got cut off at season 3. They didn't even get to make a last episode or even
Mm.
get anywhere near to finishing it. But yeah, I mean, I could give that one a shot. It sounds fun. Did you see what was that other one where it had the young knight? Because there's like
Oh,
another show too.
yeah, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I keep hearing that one's good
That
too.
one's very good too. That you should actually I didn't mention that. You should try that too. It has good little comedy, action and all that too in it.
So which one would you recommend I watch first?
I would say Knight of the Seven Kingdoms first. The reason why is because it's only one season, so you could catch up on that quick, and then we could talk about
Okay.
that. I'm glad you actually mentioned that because that was a show I wanted you to watch, but it's just been taking
Well,
you so long to get to it. I know you.
I know, but I actually was interested in it because my coworker, he was watching and he was telling me it was really good.
And they're doing their thing with these little spinoffs. It's actually like holding up and it's doing good. Game of
Yeah,
Thrones
because
was
I,
so like I hate to get back into the Game of Thrones topic again, but Game of Thrones it's still one of my favorite shows like all time. Like it's still
mhm,
that. I just hate how it was just so rushed, like the ending and stuff. And technically speaking, that really isn't even that might not even be the ending really, because the book's not even finished. So they were starting to run out of material and everything.
yeah, but I fell off Game of Thrones. Trying not to spoil anything, but there was main characters, you know, passing away or whatever. But I had kind of ended it there. but I did end up seeing the ending because everybody hated the ending supposedly, and it was just pretty crazy. There was a lot of bend the knee memes. Remember
Yeah.
those?
So we could actually talk about the ending because Game of Thrones has been out for a long time. But spoiler alert to anybody that hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
Well, tell you right now we're gonna talk about it. But Game of Thrones, the ending was bad because, well, according to people, obviously they hyped up Daenerys to be like that one savior and stuff, and then all of a sudden in the last season they turned her into like the Mad Queen, basically, like what her dad was, which is the Mad King.
yeah,
So it just had it. It just built up like so much hype for her to be like a main part of like to be on the throne in a way. And
yeah.
then with Jon Snow, they hyped him up so much to be on the throne also by introducing him as a Targaryen and hyping that up. And then he didn't even
Mhm.
take the throne. But that's not even the part I'm the most mad about.
What are you mad about?
So the entire show they were hyping up Jon Snow and the Night King having a battle,
Like an epic
an
battle?
epic
Yeah.
battle, right? And then he didn't even get to fight him at the end. Nothing against Arya, but I just don't think she had nothing to do with that battle between them two. You know, that was for Jon Snow and the Night King. They built it up for so long. It's like building up. What's a good example? All right, who's Spider Man's best villain? Like,
That's so tough. I guess because it's very debatable. People say Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, Venom. I guess you should do Batman per se. Like so, Batman and Joker maybe.
okay, yeah. So let's use that example. All right. So you know how you want Batman to take out Joker, if anything, right? Out of
Yeah.
anybody. Let's just say all of a sudden they have it's another character. Let's say they just use randomly Batgirl
Or like Beast Boy,
or like Beast Boy. Yeah,
just comes and takes him
like
out.
she has like nothing. Like that person or like he or she whatever has nothing to do with Joker, and then she all of a sudden takes him out.
Yeah.
So that's basically what happened on that. Arya's
From
story
what?
was great though too. If I have a
Yeah.
daughter, I would name my daughter Arya.
From what I remember, she had her own little side story going on, and she was kind of like finding
It
herself.
was
But
epic. Like her redeeming her family for getting executed and killing Walter Frey, and all them.
yeah,
Like just her whole, like how she built up, like how they built her up to like take out that part of the story was perfect. And then all they just needed to do was just have her as extra help in the whole uh White Walkers part. But then they
yeah,
made her the main. I mean, some people probably like it, but I didn't. I just nothing against Arya. I like Arya too. She's like a cool ass character too. But I just thought it was meant for Jon Snow and the Night King. Like they built that
yeah,
shit up since like I don't know season two, season three when he went to the wall.
yeah.
You even knew that, and you don't even watch Game of Thrones.
Well, I made it close to the end. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Like from what's her name, Daenerys or whatever.
yeah,
She was doing everything
my
right. She
baby.
was like a big hero. She was saving people. She was building an army. Like she was doing just everything right. And then all of a sudden at the end, she just snaps. And I was like, it just didn't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
I'd been the knee for her though too. I get why
Yeah.
Nah,
You let her
I,
warm your dragon eggs.
yeah, I'll give her some eggs.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just I don't know. It still hurts to this day. It's just you know what's crazy though, the way they
What's up?
redeemed themselves with like Dexter, because Dexter had a bad ending too. It was known
I
for having
heard.
a bad ending, and then the way it redeemed itself. I personally think Game of Thrones could do the same shit, bro. So my whole little side story that I thought would have been fucking crazy is that if you watch Game of Thrones, you know that Bran and the Night King always had some shit that was interfering with each other. Like,
Yeah.
so I thought maybe the Night King took over Bran, right? And that ended up being the Night King, and then the White Walkers never even died. They come back. Daenerys and all that was killed for nothing because the war was still there and stuff.
Yeah.
And then what I would have seen is there was a season where they had a witch, and it was a witch also that brought John back to life. I
The
figured,
one in the cave, right?
yeah,
Well, since we're talking about it, that's where I fell off after he came back and he quit the,
the
what is it, the
Night's
Night's
Watch,
Watch.
yeah,
And he was like, "Well, technically, I did die, so I'm out."
yeah. So what I thought, because like the way it ended on Game of Thrones is Drogon carried off Daenerys' body, and
Yeah.
Daenerys had a witch that was serving her. So I figured Drogon took the body back to where, most likely, Dragon, whatever, I forgot the name of the place, and maybe she got brought back to life too, just the way John was, and like
Yeah.
that's just stuff that's a whole season itself right there. All that, like the Night King coming back, and there still being a war against the White Walkers and everything.
Would you settle for like an animated movie of that?
Yeah,
You had said something about what was it, Bran and who having a connection or some kind of like things like that.
yeah, Night King.
So it's kind of, it reminds me of Vecna and Will, like
Yeah,
on Stranger
it's
Things.
exactly like the the so Bran was a three-eyed raven, and like he was able
Mhm.
to like kind of communicate with the White Walker, with the main White Walker, the Night
Yeah.
King, and that's why I was saying I figured like it could have like he could have like interrupted with them and took control of him or something. They could have came up with something badass, bro.
Yeah. They rushed it like they did with Stranger Things.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't really like the Stranger Things ending either, and then some people liked it too.
I
Anytime you,
liked it.
anytime somebody gets killed, I think nobody's just not gonna agree on it. Everybody kind of wants a somewhat of a happy ending. That's why a lot of people didn't like the Attack on Titan ending as much either, because Aaron died, and they built up that whole show on like them teasing each other, liking each other and stuff. Aaron and Mikasa, and then they
Mhm.
never even got to like. She finally says her feelings and stuff at the end when it's too late, and he
Yeah.
was always afraid to say. I don't think he was afraid. It was just more of he didn't want to like get her hopes even higher and like make it worse for her. He didn't want her to like suffer even more.
And at that point, he seemed like he was just so focused on his goal that he wasn't even like interested at that time.
But his whole point was to get her like mad at him for that reason, because he knew that if he had her on his side, she wasn't gonna eventually kill him, and he needed her to kill him.
Yeah.
So that's why that. But yeah,
Makes sense.
Attack on Titan, great show, great show.
You sound like Shaq. Like, what, Attack on
I
Titan?
watch Attack on Titan
Do you
over
have
my.
anything you're where are we at on time?
So we are at a whopping 40 minutes already, Jesse.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got a few more things I want to talk about real quick
That's
because
it.
my phone's dying actually. But um, there was a I heard that they're actually doing the last Ronin game, which I'm super excited about because I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. And that was like in limbo forever because they just made it seem like they're working on it, working on it, working on it, and then it was canceled, and I had lost hope on it. And then they had just released a teaser for it. Have you seen anything about The Last Ronin? Like, do you know anything about it?
I know. I used to watch that. I don't know if you remember the YouTube video that came out back then, where they made a whole animated like movie of it.
Yeah,
So that's how I got like how I learned about it, and then I brought it up with you, and then you showed me the comic and everything. I thought the
yeah.
whole concept of it was badass because like it's something different.
Yeah, it's a cool story. I mean, it makes sense too. A lot of people love Michelangelo too, and the fact that he's
Serious.
like just letting his badass out and avenging his brothers and just fighting. Um, I heard that the game is being developed by the company that made Bayonetta
Mm-hmm.
and Nier Automata or Automata, whatever. Um, and yeah, little Squirtle. Uh,
Squirrel, squirrel.
um,
Charmander.
I could never really get into Bayonetta, but I had played a demo and I mean, I could see the action being real fun at least. And then I never got to play Nier either, but I mean, I love Ninja Turtles, so I'm really excited to hear about that. I had even heard that they were doing another live action movie. I haven't heard anything but the fact that they said that they're doing it, but I can't even imagine like what they're going to look like this time around.
Yeah,
What
for
did
sure.
what did you think about the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movies? Did you like those?
I forgot about those movies, honestly.
I know. I think a lot of people do.
So I thought they were all right. They were different in their own way. They kind of obviously changed it up and made them like actually mutant in a
Yeah,
way.
giant
Because
giant mutants.
when you think of Ninja Turtle, you think of these cute turtles in a way.
Yeah,
So yeah, I thought it was pretty good, and you have Megan Fox's fine ass on there, so it
yeah.
was solid to me. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest shit ever, but it was a Ninja Turtle movie.
It was. Yeah, I'm a I love Ninja Turtles, so I liked it a lot. I think there's only one Ninja Turtle thing that I didn't really like, and that was the Next Mutation. Do you remember that Fox show that came on around the same time the Power Rangers came out?
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was a terrible
I
show.
remember. I remember that. I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember seeing the first episode and being like, "What the hell is this?"
They all look like they had Down syndrome.
Yeah. Oh my god. Get us canceled.
I know.
Yeah, and then
I
they
know. I
had
didn't mean to
and then they had
do
Venus de Milo, the girl turtle. Remember?
Yeah.
It was weird back then, but I mean, now that they have a few girl turtles in the comics now, the IDW comics. But yeah, I had like the Michael Bay, Will Arnett. I love Will Arnett. He plays Lego Batman, and he's on Arrested Development. But I like him, and the humor was there, the action was there. It's not really hard to entertain me, and it was Ninja Turtles on top of that. So I'm just happy about that.
I'll have to cut that clip out.
Why?
Oh my god. That was wrong with me. I shouldn't have said that. You already know
Nah,
what I'm
you're
talking
fine.
about. We're
You have
canceled
to bleep it.
already. Yeah, I
Yeah, third episode
know.
down
Yeah,
the
no,
drain.
no, it's gone already.
I had um I had also heard. I mean, there's so many games coming out that I'm excited for, like Wolverine, and I think there was like a Captain America, Black Panther type, like an old. I don't know if it's like WW1 game or something like that, where like it's a military game, and then they're coming out with like Kenna, like the sequel.
I still haven't
I mean,
played
I
that one. How
love
is
that
that
game.
game?
It's cool, dude. It looks like the graphics are amazing. It looks like you're playing a Pixar movie. Um, the combat is like has a little kick to it. It can be a little bit tough, but it's not too bad. That's another one of those games where I couldn't. Yeah, that one too. I played the Silent Hill 2 remake. That was the last one I played. But yeah, I mean the combat has a little kick to it, but it looks great.
How weird is
Yeah, I
that?
need to buy that one too. Yeah, I
It
know. Who
still
would have
don't.
thought?
It don't look right, honestly. Still,
I know it feels wrong, like a
it,
crime.
to be honest, it didn't even last long because the new Gears of War is not even coming to PlayStation. You know?
Yeah, I heard. I mean, it makes sense, dude. That's one of their money makers.
Yeah.
Halo. I'm surprised we're getting Halo, but if you notice, it says like story evolved or something like that. So I don't know if it's just the story mode. If we're even getting the multiplayer part, maybe they're like, no, we're not going to give you all the multiplayer part, just the story.
Yeah.
Because you imagine, I'd bet it would blow up on PlayStation if they had the multiplayer part.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I had wanted to talk about this time. I have to get some more topics together. I think next time we wanted to do, well, for sure, I wanted to have Thomas on. He's a big horror movie fan, so that's why I was thinking maybe we could do our top 5 horror movies of all time. And
Why is
yeah,
giving up?
I need to I didn't get my Ozarka shipment
Yeah, I
from our
know.
sponsor. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I would like to do our top 5 horror movies with him. He's gonna have some Nintendo news for us. I'm sure he loves Nintendo, and talk about his show a little bit. But yeah, man. Once again, I had a lot of fun talking to you.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I could do this all the time, honestly. We
You're right.
may,
And then
yeah,
you,
we may not have the views, but hopefully one day we do, and we gotta put our shit out there. We gotta post some like TikTok clips and stuff. Hopefully
yeah.
that
Wow.
that door opening will be our
Oh
first
my god.
clip,
Yeah,
bro.
I know.
That's
Yeah, that's what I
perfect.
was saying.
It's time we advertise
um,
it right there, bro.
Show your little alien
Oh
to the
yeah,
camera. What's his name? You have a name for him?
he doesn't have a name, bro. But how ironic is it that he has a beer mug and he does my little pose
Yeah.
right here, you know. So I had a
That's our first subscriber.
It's our first subscriber right there. That's Paulie.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll have a name next time. Obviously, we're bad with names. See, we made a first episode without a podcast name. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you know, you know.
It's the dementia.
Yeah,
Us being old.
old timers. All
Yeah, but
timers.
whip out your Game Boy. Maybe next time you can show it to the camera, and I'll show you my Nintendo stuff.
Oh, actually, we will have that for the next episode too. So tune into that. We're gonna bring out one of our retro consoles, and mine's will be the Game Boy, and we'll keep yours a secret. We'll just have you show it the next episode.
All right. Well,
But
sounds good.
hey, man, if y'all like our videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, share it. We're new. We're trying to get big, and I say we are gonna get big. It may take a little bit of time, but if we're consistent with it and get our videos out there, bro, I think we can do it.
Do we need like a closing catchphrase? Like I watched the Bad Friends podcast, and they always say like, "Thank you for being a bad friend." we need something like that, right?
Yeah. It's hard to think of something right now without getting
Yeah,
canceled.
I know. I was trying to think of
Me
something.
too.
I don't know. Like, make sure to save your game.
Yeah,
No, we'll think of something, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. Save it.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
I know. I was being dumb.
Just
I
go
knew
ahead
it was
and-
bad.
But share this.
Can you imagine? It was like GTA, just be like mission
Yeah,
passed.
no. Hey, I'm gonna throw that in there. Mission pass.
Right. Yeah.
I know.
All right. Well,
Hey, well, introduce yourself and close out the video.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Gabriel.
Thanks for watching and listening.
This is Old Big Gamer. Salud.
Old Big Gamer.
Hope everybody has a good 4th of July. Stay safe. Be out.
Have fun.